promote high-quality job creation, and to diversify the tax base. It's very simple. I'll tell you, give you some statistics as to why that's important. And these statistics are the latest from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. There are 200,000 people, roughly, using round numbers, 200,000 people living in Clay County. Basically, half of the people who live here are part of the workforce. We have 100,000 people in the Clay County workforce. But we only have 43,000 jobs in Clay County. So what that means, simple math, 57,000 people have to leave Clay County every day. That's not taking into account any in-migration, which makes the number actually even worse. So that is what we're trying to change. We're trying to create more jobs here in Clay County so the people who live in Clay County can work in Clay County. The reason that people leave Clay County are obviously twofold. Number one, there aren't the jobs here, and the jobs that are here are relatively low-paying jobs. Across the state of Florida, there are 7.4 million workers in Florida. The average wage throughout the state is $43,000. Closer to home, here in the 7-county region, Duval County, the average wage is $46,000. Nassau County, again, it's a 7-county region. Nassau County is at $40,000. By the way, Nassau County has the fastest job growth in the region. St. Johns County, $37,000. Putnam County, we're still not in Clay County. Putnam County is $35,000. Clay County, finally, number 5 out of 7, is at $34,000. And that's up from last year. Baker County, just below us, at $33,000, and Flagler County is at $32,000. So again, our role in life is to promote high-quality job creation, jobs that pay better than average wages. Again, and also to diversify the tax base. Just some statistics on the tax base here in Clay County. In 2013, there were $7.4 billion of taxable property value. 78% of that is residential. Only 18% is commercial or industrial. 4% is other, conservation, government, institutional. So what happens is when 78% of your tax base is purely residential, you're subject to the vagaries of economic cycles, just like we all just experienced. When the economy crashes, when you have the recession that we just had, property values tank, tax revenue decreases. In 2007, the county collected roughly $72 million in property tax. In 2013, it's projected to be $61 million. That's a 15% decrease, and that can be tied directly to the decrease in residential property value. So again, promote high-quality job creation and diversify the tax base. The way you do that, there are 3 ways you grow jobs in the community. The expansion of your existing workforce, recruit new jobs into the community, or you help start up businesses. And I see a group here from a Small Business Development Center. We'll share some other statistics. These come from the Brookings Institute, and these really are, to me at least, very eye-opening. Of the jobs in Northeast Florida in the last 5 years, 53% of the jobs created come from startup businesses. Yesterday on the news, I heard LawHub.com listed Jacksonville, Florida as the #1 city in the United States to start a business. They have the highest rate of success of startup businesses in the United States is right here in Jacksonville, Florida. And I got to believe that some of that credit can be attributed to the Small Business Development Center, who works very closely with startup businesses. They come to go to our office once a week right now, and we are vigorously trying to get them a full-time presence here in Clay County. But the other way, so startups, expansion of existing businesses, and recruit new businesses. So the statistics are 53% come from startups, 45% come from expansion of existing businesses. And the section that everybody finds the coolest, funnest, the sexiest thing to do in economic development, recruit new businesses, 1.9% of the job growth in Jacksonville over the last 5 years has been from recruiting new businesses. So when you look at those numbers, you understand that the effort needs to be at promoting startups and supporting expanding businesses. And that's where we focus our time and energy. Obviously, we chase new businesses. We love new businesses. We had a couple of great successes last year. R.J. Corman moved into the region, $75,000 average wage. Highliner, $40,000. So we do like them. But it's the businesses that are in this room that are going to continue to expand, that promote, that create those jobs. So the way you do that, and the thing that I'm most proud of that we've done in the past year, one of the ways you do it, is networking. You bring 140 people together, and you get the message out, what we're trying to accomplish. You have your government leaders, you have your business leaders, having lunch together, talking about a variety of things. Just before this meeting today, Brent Claybon, I saw Brent, there he is. Brent Claybon works with Aviation Systems Engineering Company, ASEC, met with Cherie Stewart with the career and her team for the Career Technical Education Department of the Clay County School Board, collaborating on how do we bring Brent's specific specialties of retired P-3 pilot. His specialty is unmanned aerial systems, UAS. Some people call them drones. Let me assure you, they're not drones. They're flying robots is what they are. And they are, at a seminar we attended recently, a retired admiral said, UAS will revolutionize the aviation industry more than the jet engine. That's a statement. And so it's a lot of fun to work with Brent and be on the cutting edge of that. Introduced Brent and Cherie. They met today. Brent's going to bring that technology into the Clay County school system, introduce it to students who get further excited by it. They understand why they need to study physics. They understand why it's important to do advanced math. And it makes it tangible to them. So that's one of the ways we do it. I met Brent in dealing with Camp Blanding. If you don't know, Camp Blanding is 18% of the land mass of Clay County. 1/5 of Clay County is Camp Blanding. And they have a unique jewel, a great asset for Brent and companies like Brent. They have a restricted airspace that's perfect for flying UASs in. So I'm out at Camp Blanding trying to find commercial opportunities for our local businesses. Brent's trying to get on the base. We introduce, again, it's growing that network. Last year, I worked with Camp Blanding. We pursued $900,000 in grants for Camp Blanding. We got all $929,000. They add $200,000 of federal money to that, $1.1 million of federal money, or rather government money, being spent at Camp Blanding in economic opportunity. I'm trying to let everybody know about that. And on the fourth Thursday of every month, and Clay Today, there's a full-page ad about Camp Blanding, some of the activities going on out there. A couple of weeks ago, I took one of our industrial companies, an industrial construction company, introduced them to the leadership at Camp Blanding. They learned about the procurement process. The meeting went better than I could have ever expected. I'm thinking 10 minutes, maybe an hour later, these guys are still talking. They figured out how to conduct business with each other. That's what I'm really proud of, creating this big network of government, business that can work together. Another initiative, I only have a couple more minutes, everybody can get to eating. I apologize, but I could talk about this for hours, you can't tell. One of the initiatives, another way to help support existing business, and Mr. Taylor's going to talk about it a little bit here, here's Mark, is the Global Cities Initiative. The Global Cities Initiative is something that's kind of sponsored by the Brookings Institute. J.P. Morgan Chase, Broderick, if I'm wrong on this number, $5 million or $50 million? $5 million. $5 million, still a huge number for a bank to put into this effort to promote international trade. Jacksonville was just added to it. We're partnering with the city of Jacksonville and some of our other regional partners to help grow the international market. When you say international market, Clay County, that doesn't even go together. Let me just give you a couple businesses that are here now doing business who do export. Vacon. Most people are very familiar with Vacon at this point. They manufacture huge industrial vacuum trucks. We were out of Jacksonville just a few weeks ago celebrating a $6 million order to Peru. You go and look at their map. If you ever have a chance to go in that office, they've got a very impressive global map with little stick pins all over it. Egypt, China, literally all over the world. Human growth. They manufacture a high-efficiency fertilizer down in Green Cove Springs. Their biggest customer is in Brazil. Alternate Energy Technologies. Andrew East was supposed to be here. I don't know if Mr. East is here. He's Executive Vice President of Alternate Energy Technologies, AET, a solar panel manufacturer down in Green Cove. They're shipping thousands of their solar water heaters down to Jamaica, literally thousands. Highliner, the company that just landed here a few months ago, ships its commercial fishing equipment worldwide, Japan, Australia. Mobro Marine, 16 out of Reynolds Industrial Park. You drive by and see all those cranes sticking up. I had the pleasure of getting a tour out there. $300 million worth of cranes, barges, ocean-going tugs, right here in Clay County. They ship those tugs all up and down the east coast of South America, into the Gulf of Mexico. They've actually had them cross the Atlantic into the Mediterranean. That's some of the activity that's going on here. The Global Cities Initiative helps those companies expand their market, and it helps new companies figure out how to export. The number one reason, Brookings Institute did a lot of research on this, the number one reason companies don't export is they're afraid of it. They don't understand it. And so this initiative is to help educate them about how they can explore these international markets. The statistic that should get your attention here, over the next 10 years, the projection is that global economic growth, 83% of it is going to be outside of the United States. So if you're a widget maker and you want to sell to 17% of the market, or you want to sell to 83% of the market, that's why it's important. It's billions and billions and I'm sure trillions of dollars of activity. Clay County is a great community. It's a wonderful place to live. I heard something last week at the Jack Smith at lunch that I just want to repeat. To me, it sums up Clay County perfectly. We have a culture of family and faith. That's what Clay County is about. That's what Northeast Florida is about. But Clay County certainly typifies that. Great schools, low crime rate, but we don't want to just settle for being very good. We want our community to become a great community. And we have to push that. We have to make that happen. Some of the things that our great communities have in common, they have a shared vision. They understand that to get over there, you have to think long term. The Outer Beltway. 35 years ago, people were talking about the Outer Beltway. Well, here it is today, and we are direct beneficiaries of it. Right here in Middleburg, Florida, St. Vincent's Hospital, all the growth that's happening there, Oakley, all of that is directly attributable to plans that were put in place 35 years ago. The community is willing to invest in it. They understand that they have to get behind this vision. You think if nobody would have invested in that Outer Beltway, that it would have come to fruition? They understand it's not easy. It's hard. You have to be committed to it. And they push their civic leaders to make it happen. They push our government officials. We need that Outer Beltway. And finally, it's happening for us. So thank you very much for being here today. I hope that this helps grow the network of Clay County and the government leaders in the private sector. And appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Enjoy your lunch.